This is Sri Lanka, a country with a population of more than 21 million, a country that achieved robust economic growth after 2009. As a result, we witnessed its poverty reduction from over 15% in 2006 to 4.1% in 2016. Well, it is a very rapid progress, but economics does not always develop equally. Poverty rate is still high in these less developed rural areas. The economic activities there are limited, and people lack access to basic social resources. Yes, it is a critical development challenge, but how can we transport specialists make contributions here? Well, it is because the poor transport infrastructure has been identified as a major bottleneck at these rural areas, particularly the poorly maintained provincial and the local authority roads. The government realized this issue, and that is the time they requested ADB's support on infrastructure financing to promote the rural development. ADB's proposal is the Integrated Road Investment Program, or iRoad, which is combined $1.7 billion investment provided for Sri Lanka. The iRoad program was initiated to improve the roads at the difficult-to-access rural areas. It will connect the local communities to the socio-economic centers. It is a large-size program and one of the most logistically challenging projects the team had ever worked on. iRoad spreads in all 9 provinces of Sri Lanka and covers 2,173 road segments. It includes 6,450 km of rural access roads and 750 km of critical national roads. The program is implemented over a decade from 2014 to 2027. How are we doing so far? Well, we have achieved a very positive development impact along the iRoad journey. And because of its good implementation, the program received the IRF Global Award on Program Management in 2020. You may be interested to know what has been done right in iRoad. Please allow me to share 4 lessons with you, which might be further replicated in other projects of similar type to benefit more people in our developing member countries. First, iRoad program has a very clear road selection criteria, and because of it, it was able to really contribute to the local economic development. The access roads were selected to connect the identified rural hubs that has at least 50 families, basic utilities, and other development potentials to the socio-economic centers. For example, the rehabilitation and improvement of the 7-kilometer Kahawata to Godakawala road under the program brought immediate benefit to many local villagers. The villages previously isolated due to bad road conditions were effectively connected to the nearby towns. Works, schools, and hospitals are now much more accessible, and the business operating cost is also reduced. Second, iRoad programs take the needs of the local people into consideration through the context sensitivity design, either through the road realignment to avoid the removal of this banyan tree at the Ridi Yagama farm road to honor requests from the locals, or to build a retaining wall to protect the riverbank and sustain the improvements made to the damaged road parallel to the Karidi Oya River. CSD, as a novel approach to road design in Sri Lanka, takes extensive inputs from the public during the design phase. As a result, we were able to provide local and environmentally friendly solutions during the construction. Third, as the implementing agency, the Road Development Authority adopted practical and innovative program management approach. Well, the setup of the Central Project Management Unit and the Local Project Implementation Unit definitely helped. But what I'd like to emphasize is RDA's utilization of the digital technology to make the management more efficient. For example, the developed Information Center for iRoad can track the implementation progress of each package and road easily. Any issues can be identified and resolved with minimum delays. As a development professional, we know a well-functioning grievance redress mechanism is the key to the success of a large program like iRoad. RDA used an online system which adopted a geographic information system to receive complaints and suggestions. It can be used to supplement other traditional communication channels. Last but not least, RDA's strong capacity made the implementation of all above nice features possible. RDA acts as if contracted by the provincial authorities to construct roads that belongs to the local authorities, and they are also responsible of the skill transfers to the local authorities. We all know Rome wasn't built in a day. RDA's capacity was also gradually developed through its engagement in large-scale infrastructure projects, especially after 2000. It is an honor to say, ADB, as a long-term partner of RDA, also got involved in multiple occasions along the journey. For example, ADB supported the construction of Sri Lanka's first expressway and enhanced RDA's capacity on expressway planning and operation, and the creation of road asset management system. Through the technical assistance attached to the National Highway Sector project, ADB supported the capacity building of RDA's newly created Environmental and Social Division. To summarize, it is glad to see, despite the complex nature, there were no significant cost overrun or delays in iRoad, and is always recognized as a priority project by the government administrations after its implementation started in 2014. Our involvement in the development journey of Sri Lanka's road sector doesn't end with the iRoad program. Moving forward, with the continued financing and knowledge support to RDA, ADB is facilitating its transformation into a modern organization and its preparation for the new era. Thank you for the interest in our work. Come and join us to make our Asia and Pacific more prosperous, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable.